All right, guys. So welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we really got to speak about PlayStation and, their greedy ways, because a lot of people, when you talk about PlayStation, you don't necessarily always associate the word greedy next to them, like you will do with some of the other corporations out there. But, yeah, because somehow PlayStation always gets swept under the rug for some reason. I don't know why. But we're gonna speak about that today because, honestly, I've been getting at PlayStation, I would say, for like the past 7 months or so. So, as of late, I've just been seeing, more things that they've come out with that I have not been liking, right? So I want to share my thoughts on these things and let y'all know that PlayStation is not a pro-consumer corporation. So it doesn't help when you got people out here just trying to champion every single thing that this company does, because all you're doing is boosting their ego, I should say, right? That's all you're doing. If you notice PlayStation nowadays, they're cocky, they're arrogant, they don't want to speak to nobody, they don't attend any type of shows. For you to hear something from PlayStation, like, I don't even know what to say, because we don't. These people have gotten so arrogant, we don't even hear things from their own developers. Even the developers feel like they're rock stars now because of the way we praise their games and everything that they do. So now here we are, right? I'm going to expose all of that because I don't got time for all that fanboy talk, right? Let's dive straight into this video here today. And let me start off with the first topic here, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, and also hype the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on with it. So for the first topic here, we're going to start off with this right here. And if you see right here, you're reading that correctly. You see, the PS5 Pro doesn't even have a year. It came out in November of 2024. Here we are. That PS5 is set to launch a new PS5 Pro revisioned. Okay, and it is now coming with a new controller. Okay, so if you think about this, is so funny to me, bro, because this actually just came to my mind. We are getting a remaster of the PlayStation 5 Pro console. This is absolutely disgusting, people. It's unbelievable. The way that PlayStation, to even think about this is crazy to me, bro. But you gotta blame the fans. You gotta blame the fans because they giving these people, the feeling to actually do these type of things. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we are. I'm not gonna read all this, right? The rumored PS5 Pro hardware revision will be 3% more power efficient than the current model. And this is according to Bill Khan, okay? He's the one that's been putting out the leaks out there, so we got to shout him out, okay? 3% more power efficient. So this is what PlayStation is going to try to sell us on this when they try to push this out once again. PlayStation couldn't think about this when they first came out with the PS5 Pro. They couldn't think about this. So now they're going to try to put it as the raising of the price from 700 to 750 is now, you can now defend it because it's 3% more power efficient. And also it is coming with a new controller, which is now you're going to be able to replace the battery in it. So now they're almost going to say like, oh, look, but we're giving you a new controller and it's more power efficient. Like, if that matters. This new controller is gonna replace your standard DualSense controllers that we've been seeing since the beginning of PlayStation 5, right? We all know that it has horrible battery life, right? But the main thing about the controller is the stick drift. The stick drift, you know, people have gone through multiple controllers, spent thousands of dollars on controllers for the PlayStation 5 due to the fact that they almost pretty much all of them, you get stick drift. Almost all of them. So instead of PlayStation coming out with a new controller with Hall effect sticks and be like, listen, this is gonna be the new controller coming in the PS5 Pro that we got coming out this November. This new revision, 3% more power efficient. You also get the new controller, standard, not the elite controller, the standard one. But we now fixed the stick drift with Hall effect. So here you go. They couldn't even do that. Because if they do that, they're going to raise the price. You got to pay for that. Instead, they're telling you, oh, you can replace the battery. You still got to pay for it. You're going to have to buy yourself the rechargeable batteries that you could put in there and the charging dock so you could be charging up the other battery and things like that. More money at the end of the day. More money. Just spend. Yeah, spend. Give me money. Basically what it is. So PlayStation is not a pro-consumer corporation. It does not matter. In a day and age where Helldivers 2 game, which is a PlayStation IP, the cheapest way to play it is actually not on the PlayStation. When you start adding up the PS Plus subscription and all these things, the cheapest way is actually on PC. You don't got to pay for subscription services on PC or nothing like that. So, you know, think about that, okay? So here we are, right? This is just one of the things I want to show you. We're going to move on. We're going to move on from this one here. All right? We start looking at controllers. Speaking of controllers, right? Let's stick with that. We start looking at controllers. These people have put out this controller here, which is, in my opinion, they do this with all of their controllers. I don't like almost any of the limited controllers that PlayStation comes out with. Because they have, you could tell they put no energy, no effort into making these controllers. Okay? Some of the best ones are actually from third-party games. Like the Fortnite one or something like that. The Fortnite has like a bunch of artwork from the game and things like that throughout the controller. Look at this controller, bro. Makes no sense. They put a red stripe and expect the people to go hype just because it's a God of War. 20th anniversary. And by the way, the 20th anniversary passed like 5 months ago, I believe it was. And look at this. That's it. The red stripe doesn't even go down here to the back end, like to the middle part of it. It doesn't have any like other little details to it. It's a plain white controller with a red stripe. You know how much this controller costs? Standard edition, by the way, not the Edge. Standard edition, $85. Which, by the way, is going to come with stick drift at some point. Meaning what? You will no longer be able to use that $85 controller that you purchased. Stick drift issues. Which PlayStation does not want to fix. You see where I'm going? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways, outside of that, right? This is the 20th anniversary, which, by the way, they couldn't even give us a remastered God of War, the first to the third installment, right? What do? Make you spend more money. We thinking when we watching the state of play, we're gonna get some sort of announcement for the new God of War that was rumored, the 2.5 Metrovania, or even the remasters of 1 through 3, right? For the 20th anniversary. Let's celebrate. Kratos, right? No. What do? They give you this lame ass controller and it costs $85. We go ahead and now we look back to the 30th anniversary of PlayStation history. What do they give us? They give us a PS5 Pro bundle 30th anniversary, which is going to cost you $1,000. You might say to yourself, but it looks beautiful. Oh, yeah. It got the nostalgic gray color to it. So, you know, it's going to take you back. Yes. But here we are. Instead of giving us a proper showcase, they couldn't even do that. You know what they do? Give me more money. Just like the God of War control. Give me more money. These people couldn't even bring back some of the OGs and just do a big event that is free. You're not giving away free merchandise. You're not giving away free controllers, a free year, a free 2 months of PlayStation subscription or anything. No, it's just a show. It's just a showcase that we're going to be sitting here watching on YouTube. They couldn't even do that. Bring back some of the OGs, some of these classic IPs that we grew up with. Just, showcase them, like throw them on the screen and maybe talk like 2-3 minutes about the experience creating that game. Bring some of the OGs back, like Jack Trenton, right? Bring Sean Layden up there, Yoshi up there, Ted Price, bring him up on stage and talk, just to celebrate, right? Give us something like a proper showcase or something like that. No. You know what they do? 30th anniversary, give me more money. Give it here. That's all these people think about. Also, we're going to move real quick also to the rewards program. The latest one, right? We all know they took away the rewards program, which, you accumulate points, which later on you can use on the PlayStation Store. When you buy a game, if you used to notice, every time you used to buy a game on the PlayStation Store, you will get points. It'll show up at the top. So later on you can use those points in the store. When you complete the game, the campaign of that certain game, you get points and things like that, right? So there were different ways you could earn points and then use them in the store. In the store, you were able to purchase like $10 PSN cards or $5. Well, you could get $10 off your next game if you use your points on that. Or sometimes if you gain enough, you could even purchase a full game if you add up enough points. I remember that because I was looking at purchasing Stellar Blade with my points. So I was trying to add up because I was almost there. I was only like 100 and no. I was only like 400 points away to go ahead and just use those points to buy Stellar Blade, the full game. I remember that. So you could have done things like that. You know what PlayStation does? We're making it too easy for them. Let's take it off. You know what they introduced? This right here. So now the new reward system that they've put out there is, buy the game, pay for that PlayStation Plus subscription, all that good stuff. Spend your money. And now when you attain a platinum trophy in that game, you can now gain access to this exclusive merchandise that only you, platinum trophy hunter, could attain. And here it is. It's a pin and a t-shirt. The pin costs $25. The t-shirt costs $35. That's on top of the game that you already purchased. With 9 times out of 10, you probably purchased the digital deluxe, which runs you about $80. So you already spent the $80 on them. Now they want you to go and spend another $35 on a t-shirt. Right? Which I say to that is absolutely disgusting. Because why couldn't PlayStation just simply make the trophies for the platinum that much harder to obtain? That's all you had to do. I see a lot of trophies out there that you see, rare, very rare, only 0.2% actually obtain this trophy and things like that. Just make the platinum trophy that much more difficult to obtain. So therefore, when you actually do get to get one of a specific merchandise, the player feels good and you don't have to charge them. It could be free at charge. PlayStation couldn't even do that. We could even go, it's free, but you still got to pay for the shipping and handling. I'm sure a lot of people will be okay with that. Oh, sure. The item is free. We just got to pay for whatever. But even that is taking it too far. Why can't PlayStation just celebrate the consumer for once and just be like, we know how difficult we made this platinum trophy to get. You earned it. You could choose from a pin or a shirt. Which one would you like to be shipped to your house? That's too much to ask for from PlayStation. They're not making money off of you. So you know what? That deal is off the table. It's ridiculous, bro. And the last point that I'm gonna put in this video here, which is the latest one to come out to celebrate the 30th anniversary of PlayStation. Here we are. They decide to come out with a PlayStation book, okay? Which celebrates the history of PlayStation. You see here, they show you like the prototypes and things like that, all the ideas they had when they were developing the PlayStation 1 and things like that, right? They also got sneakers. They are collaborating with Reebok, selling you sneakers. These sneakers are going to run you for about $200 or so. Give me more money. You like the sneakers? Yeah, go ahead, buy them. $200. Right? So you got that. Spend more money. But the elephant in the room here is this book. Because if we go ahead and try to pre-order this book, it's going to take us here, where you can now go ahead and pre-order, right? So we look at this book. If we go ahead and try to pre-order it, look at it right here. $125 for the standard edition of this book. But that's not all. If you want the deluxe edition of this book, excuse me, this is going to run you about 300. Wait, oh, did it go away? This is going to run you $325, ladies and gentlemen, for a book. You know why PlayStation is doing this? Because they are arrogant. They are cocky. They're confident. So their ego is through the roof. Because the PlayStation fans have put them there and continue to put them there. They don't fight back against anything. They just go with the flow. Anything that PlayStation puts out, they just go with it and make an excuse for every single thing. And this is why they confident enough to sell you this book at $325. Like if there's some sort of gold mine that you're picking up. Just because you looking at the history of how PlayStation was being done. Just because of that. This is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. The standard could have been like $80. The deluxe could have been like $125. Okay. Fine. I would have gave them that. Okay, fine. I see that you got a lot of things here, a lot of prototypes. You might have some gems in here that we might not know about. Things like, okay, fine. But here we are, $325, bro. which is something you're going to skim through. You're going to look at once and you never probably going to touch it again. What you're going to do is the people who buy this are pretty much going to be content creators. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to put it up on the mantle behind them so they could see that they got the PlayStation book. Absolutely disgusting. It's ridiculous. Money, money, money. That's all there's to it. We're getting a remaster of the PS5 Pro. You think about that. We just got the PS5 Pro. It don't even have a year out. We getting a remaster of that already. This is ridiculous. So these are my thoughts on all this. PlayStation is officially under the list of greedy corporations. They are there. So with that being said, y'all let me know how y'all feel about all this in the comment section down below of any of these particular topics that I brought up in this video here today. Let me know. Or do you see PlayStation as a pro-consumer corporation? You can let me know that as well in the comments down below. Let me know. What is it that you feel? If you feel that way, why do you feel that way? Like, why do you see PlayStation as a pro-consumer? Let me know. These are my thoughts, man. Thank y'all so much for those of y'all who made it this far. Please like, share, subscribe, and hype the video. With that being said, it is your boy, the Gifted One here, people. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.